Welcome back to Math Zen, everyone. This video is going to be a deep dive into an area of decimal place value that historically gives kids trouble. Let's dive in.
Alrighty, for this first scene, I'm going to be going over how to answer decimal place value questions that are worded like this. But before we get into it, I'd like to draw your attention over here to this post-it. Right here, this post-it is going to serve as a very huge reminder or help for you in terms of answering questions that are worded like these two. It says, if the blank or mystery number is the product, you do the multiplication. And then the second post-it is just a general reminder that whenever you're multiplying a number by 10, 100, 1000, you're making the product bigger. And if you're multiplying by 1/10, 100th, 1000th, you are making the product smaller. Now, your first goal when you see problems like this is to take these words and decode it and rewrite it in an expression or equation type format. So it says, what number is? Well, that's why we left it blank. We don't know what number is. And then 10 times as much as 7/100ths. So we wrote this in an equation form. All you have to do is remember what the note says, solve it. So in this case, 10 times 7/100ths is going to give us a product of 7/10ths. Okay? Now, same thing moving on to number 2. It says what number is? Well, again, what number is first. We don't know what number is. And again, if we refer back to our post-it, whenever the blank is first, you just find the product. You do the actual math. So in this case, 1/10 times 3/100ths is going to give us a product of 3/1000ths. All right, now, moving on to the next slide, we're going to be covering a separate set of questions that are worded a little bit differently and solved a little bit differently. So stay with me. All right, now on this scene, we have what I think is the harder of the two phrases that you're going to see when dealing with decimal place value type questions. And you'll notice on our post-it, we added another piece to our reminder. This is what will unlock these types of questions. So in this case, it says, if the blank is a factor, you undo the multiplication or ask yourself, what would make the equation true? So again, just like before, when we read the problem, we're going to rewrite it in an equation form. So this one says that 8/10ths is, well, equal sign is 10 times as much as what mystery number? Well, again, you need to think to yourself, what would I plug in here that would make this equation true? And the only thing that you could possibly plug in there would be 8/100ths. Now, moving on to number 4, same type of question. So again, we're going to use this part of our post-it right here. It says 8/10ths is 1/10 of what number? Again, I'm thinking to myself, what number could I plug in here that will make this statement true? And in this case, the only thing that would make that statement true is the number 8. Now, I know this can be very confusing. Trust me, I've done this a lot of years, and this standard gives kids fits. So please, my recommendation, maybe write this post-it in a journal. Write this post-it in a journal and practice, practice, practice. So on the next scene, I'm going to have several of these that you are going to work out on your own, and then I'm going to check with you to see how you did. Alrighty, as promised, here are several questions where you will have an opportunity to solve them on your own. So at this point, go ahead and pause your screen to give yourself a chance to solve these, and then check back in with me to see how you did. Alrighty, now that you've had an opportunity to solve these questions on your own, let's go ahead and compare answers to see how you did. So for number 5, the question says that 5/10ths is 100 times as much as what number? And when we set this up written as an expression or an equation, we would follow this rule here from our reminder post-it. It says if the blank is a factor, you undo the multiplication or you ask yourself, what would make this statement true? And the only thing that's going to make that statement true is if you plug in the answer of 5/1000ths. Moving on to number 6, The problem says, what number is 1/100th of 4? Again, we would want to write this in equation form, and this time our blank is the product, which is this note right here. And the note there says all we have to do is do the actual multiplication. So 1/100th times 4 is going to equal 4 hundredths. And moving on now to number 6, we have 3 hundredths is 1/10 of what number? That would again fall under this particular note right here. So we would ask ourselves, what could I plug in here for this blank that would make this statement true? And the only thing that would make that statement true is if we plug in 3/10. And finally, number 7, it says, what number is 10 times as much as 9 hundredths? In this case, we are following this rule here. The blank is the actual product. So we just do the multiplication here. So your final answer for this one has to be 9/10. All right. Now, trust me, I know this was a lot to take in. Again, I'm going to echo my sentiment from before. Your best bet with this is to copy down these 2 Post-its into a journal and then just practice, practice, practice. Great job today.
Really nice work today. Again, my suggestion to you all is to take notes based on the 2 Post-its from the video. Those will serve as a quick reference for when you encounter those questions within the lesson. Hopefully this video provided you with a little more clarity on the subject. That's all for today. As always, don't forget to find your Math Zen.